She was a quiet schoolteacher, emotionally isolated but stable, and he was a soft spoken pianist, a single father with a fragile charm. Their connection felt unlikely. Their attraction felt risky. But while she was falling in love with him, children were disappearing across the city. And the man she trusted the most was hiding the secret no one should ignore. And this is Desire, a 2000 movie, and it's about how easily a loneliness can blind the judgment. The film opens in Winnipeg, following Halley Fischer, an elementary school teacher leading an emotionally contained life. She is competent, respected, and disciplined, but clearly lonely. Her days revolve around her classroom, and her evenings are spent alone, reflecting an unfulfilled emotional existence. Haley desires connection but lacks the confidence or circumstances to pursue it actively. Her life is designed by routine and emotional restraint. This emotional vacuum becomes important when someone unexpected enters her world. Haley meets Francis, a soft spoken man who comes to her school to enroll his 6-year-old daughter. Francis is polite, reserved, and socially awkward. He mentions that he is a classically trained pianist, now working as a lounge musician, has an early hint of unrealized potential. Haley is intrigued. Francis does not display confidence or charm in a conventional sense, but his vulnerability set him apart. Their conversations are tentative, slightly uncomfortable, yet charged with unspoken interest. At the same time, news reports mentions young schoolgirls are disappearing in the city. These reports remain in the background, tested as a distant and unresolved, but they create an underlying sense of uneasy. Haley and Francis begin seeing each other. The relationship progresses quietly, without dramatic declaration. Haley becomes emotionally invested quickly and feeling that she has finally found someone who needs her and understands her. However, the relationship is marked by different difficulties on Frances' part, creating emotional tensions. Frances appears conflicted, wanting closeness but unable to fully engage. Haley responds with patience rather than suspicion, interpreting his issues are emotional wounds rather than warning signs. Francis' lives outside the relationship feel strangely constrained. His interactions suggest deep emotional repression. Despite being an adult, he seems psychologically dominated by his upper class mother, a controlling and intrusive presence who undermines his independence. Haley notices these dynamics but does not confront them directly. As Haley becomes more involved in Frances' personal space, she encounters unsettling details. A dead puppy hidden in the cellar, personal items that suggest secrecy and emotional disturbance, a house that feels cold, controlled, and emotionally stagnant. These discoveries are not explained clearly. Francis avoids discussion. Haley avoids pressing him. Her emotional needs overrides her instinct for self-protection. Meanwhile, the disappearance of schoolgirls becomes more pressing within the community. Fear grows among the parents and teacher. Haley feels the tensions at work, though she still separates it from her personal life. The film deliberately maintains ambiguity, allowing the discomfort to accumulate rather than erupt. The narrative begins to change here. Francis' behavior grows more withdrawn and emotionally disconnected. His reactions to stress and the discussion of missing children are restrained to the point of being unsettling, and the psychological portrait of Francis becomes clear. Deep emotional repression, dependency on his mother, inability to form an healthy adult relationship. Haley begins to sense a disconnect between the man she believes and she knows and the reality in front of her. The relationship no longer feels emotionally risky, it feels unsafe. Haley slowly accepts that her interaction has blinded her judgment. The emotional imbalances in relationship become impossible to ignore. Francis is not simply damaged, he is deeply disturbed. The early background elements, missing children, emotional repression, disturbing personal details begins to align. Francis may be connected to the disappearance, and the final section confirms the film's psychological direction. Francis' inability surfaces fully, stripping away ambiguity. And there is no redemption arc, no romantic resolution, and the story revolves through exposure rather than spectacle. Francis' inner darkness, long suspected, is revealed as real and dangerous. And the film concludes on unsettling note. Haley survives the experience, but not unchanged. Her understanding of intimacy, trust, and desire has fundamentally shifted. And the film ends as a cautionary psychological drama rather than